Look around. Tell me what you see. I see mountains. In the distance, on our doorsteps. Mountains are everywhere we look. Mountains make us who we are. But for all the gifts these mountains give us, they can also stand in our way, a natural division, a cutoff point from some of the things that we need the most. Not anymore. In Dauphin County, we're moving mountains. 10 years ago, we found a way to deliver services to places they never existed before. Creating a place close to home to help bridge the gaps geographically, socially, and economically. Local people with talents and expertise to share finally had a place to share them in the places and with the people they love the most, here in these mountains. This is the story of the Northern Dauphin Human Services Center.
The idea of Northern Dauphin Human Services Center is one that was spawned from the residents talking about being taxpayers and having to travel below Peters Mountain to be able to receive the same level of quality services.
Well, I think of the Northern Dauphin Human Services Center as a one-stop shop for services provided by Dauphin County, but also services provided by others in Northern Dauphin County.
The center provides an outreach, provides an opportunity for folks to come there and get together, talk about things of importance to them, but also get assistance where and when they need it.
That has something to do with a human service need, a food need or a basic need, a homeless concern, trying to find education, trying to find employment. The first place you turn is the Northern Dauphin Human Services Center.
This center has really brought Northern Dauphin communities together. It's a place you can come to for help. It's a place you can come to explore starting a project, a shared ministry, a program. It's a place that you can roll out your program. It is a place that people can come to help others in the community. We have a lot of networks that gather on a routine basis, and they focus on the gaps of services and challenges that impact the most of us in Northern Dauphin. They would be hunger and homelessness, transportation, unemployment, and health care.
5 years ago, I was privileged to be a part of a food packing exercise. I felt so compelled after I came home from that experience to do something, knowing that there was a problem up here in our area. I knew a little bit about the fact that the schools were struggling with children that needed food over the weekend. So we had a meeting and opened it to the public. 7 people came. And I thought, this isn't going to work. Bonnie said, don't give up. There'll be more the next time. So we had more meetings, and eventually we had enough people together to form a steering committee. This was early in September, and by January we were ready to begin getting meals together. We started out with around 70. We're now up to 150. I don't feel that I'm necessarily the leader. I help to facilitate. I do my share with a lot of other people.
Why do we have homeless? How did they get that way? In my experience, I've found that it's a spiraling effect. Something happens, somebody loses a job, the car breaks down, then you can't pay the electric. The landlord gets upset because there's no electricity in the house and they kick you out. It's not that they don't want a house, it's not that they don't want to work. They just have reached a point where there's no resources to help them. There aren't many services available in Northern Dauphin County for the homeless. Right now, the only place to go is the Northern Dauphin Human Services Center, and we as a community can step up in many ways to help. One is affordable housing. People that have properties that can help turn these places into places where people can stay. Another is supporting organizations like ours that not only need the finances to continue, but we need beds and dressers and refrigerators and freezers and stoves. And some of these people need help with their cars. Family Circle Ministry wants to help empower those families that want to get ahead, that need that little boost to get to the next step so they can do it themselves.
Health careers are something that we need desperately in northern Dauphin County. There is the Dr. Barry Dobb Scholarship that's offered each year to graduating seniors and also those that are in college today that are studying for a health career. And we hope that people will come back to our valley with those skills that they learned and provide good health services to our community. So we do this Family Health Through Wealth event every year, and we try to raise money to add to our scholarship fund so that we can keep that going. And we look for people that are going to stick with a career in healthcare and those that will bring those skills to northern Dauphin County. We have a group of healthcare professionals, both from our area and from outside of the area, that meet periodically to discuss the different challenges that northern Dauphin County citizens have relative to healthcare. And we track things like cancellations of appointments because people didn't have transportation or the ability to get to their appointment. And we're trying to fix that. Recently, Hamilton Health recognized that we have a need, and we are getting help from Hamilton Health in that they're going to open up a new health center in northern Dauphin County. It's going to be great. We won't have to cross the mountain to have good health service. And now we need volunteers to possibly help transportation to get them to their appointments.
In our community, there are all different age groups that have transportation issues. I'd like to focus on the age group of 59 and below because that is who the Tri-County Community Action Grant has targeted for this program. There's a need in every age group that you can think of. Children would benefit for a transportation service. Also, older adults, perhaps facing a health crisis. You may be asking yourself, how can I get involved? This is all volunteer-based. If you have a valid driver's license, you might want to just fill out an application. You would get to know people of all different ages, but also you'd be making relationships. You would be making a difference in someone's life.
We are developing a workforce development plan for the Valley for a couple of reasons. One is we have lots of companies up there that have, a lot of good companies that have real needs for employees, from all levels of employees. And we have a lot of good people that need to get jobs, and we can't seem to get them together because of lack of training or lack of awareness or even location. A career center at the Valley Lighthouse will be large classrooms and small classrooms where we can teach various skills, from computer skills to maybe welding to forklift driving, maybe just interpersonal skills on how to do a great interview. And we also want to bring in the employers so that they can tell and teach the future employees what they're expecting. The Career Center will be basically for the whole community, anyone who needs help. We need community involvement in a lot of ways. I personally know that there's a lot of retired educators out there. A friend of mine was a home ec teacher and is retired. We're going to have a kitchen in the building, so we want to teach cooking skills. We want to teach waitressing skills. There's things that people have done all their lives that are retired, and these skills are being lost, and they can pass those on to the next generation. That's how the public can help us.
Solve an individual's problem, there's really three parts of an individual. It's the mind, it's the body, and it's the soul. And we need to find a way to solve all three of those problems many times.
We would like to see a continuation of the great efforts that have taken place to date.
Together, we can do so much, and we need experts at the table. We need community voices at the table.
I think the future and opportunities that exist are going to be challenging, but nothing that we accomplish that's worthwhile ever comes easy.
10 years, a decade of positivity and perseverance through people, some really amazing people. But really the story that's been written here is only just beginning. Are there new challenges that lie ahead? You bet. Are we ready to face them? No doubt. So as we continue to move these mountains together, we'll continue to ask the question, are you Valley Strong?
Are you Valley Strong?
Are you Valley Strong?
How will you be Valley Strong?
How are you, Valley Strong?
What does Valley Strong mean to you?
We're Valley Strong. We hope you are too.
I'm proud to be Valley Strong. Are you?